join me here on Going Solo Network. I haven't done this before here on Facebook Live, and so I'm sorry, it's YouTube Live, and so I'm kind of excited about doing it, and I'm a little bit nervous about doing it because it's something I haven't done before. And every time we do something a little bit different, it puts us out there and it makes things a little bit kind of crazy for us, isn't it? So we kind of step out of our box, and so sometimes we just have to do that in order to grow. So those of you that don't know me, I'm Cece Schatz, and I'm with Going Solo Network. I am creating an entire singles network for singles so that they can be able to embrace the life that they live and live it the best way. And so I want you to welcome to my studio. This is my home, and I even have my pal here, Tommy the Turtle, who is hanging with us today. So I think that'll be kind of fun with him. But I wanted to share with you some of the fun things that are happening to me because I've got a lot of really cool things happening. I have developed both the divorce support group, and we're moving forward into Going Solo Next Step, those that are helping in the transition of dating, really the transition into being a great single life, loving what they're doing and enjoying it. And then we're moving forward into business, and that's one of the territories that I wanted to get into because I myself, when I started my new life as being single, I didn't know what the heck I was going to do. I didn't know where I was going to go, how I was going to end up. And this camera's really good, and I'm noticing I'm a little machete. but I didn't know what I was going to do or how was I going to live this new life that I have. And I just didn't know, here I am a little bit older, I hate to say, and I didn't know where my life was going to take me, what path it was going to be on. And so not only did I have to restructure my own personal life, I had to start structuring what I was going to be doing with it, how I was going to live it. And so I created WGSN-DB Going Solo Network. It is a singles talk show station. We're focused on singles. We have great shows. It doesn't mean you have to be single to be on it. It just means that the content that you have to share, we want it to be able to resonate with our singles so that they can be able to move forward in their lives. And so we want you to help us be able to create this great set of individuals being able to move forward. So, but today I wanted to share with you, and I'm going to share with you a little bit more later on, what's happening with me and in my world and what I'm doing. So, but I am going into video, and I'm really struggling with the fact that I'm on camera. I've been doing the audio for quite some time, and I haven't had a problem with that. But I find that the video, I get a little bit weird with it. So, but I don't know. This is a new platform for me, so I'm trying to see if there's anybody that's here. You're supposed to be able to do chat or whatever with me, and I don't really quite know how to do that. Oh, here's the chats. Oh, here's the chats here. So if anybody wants to chat with me, I'm going to put a little message here. So I'm going to say, come chat with me, if I can write. If I can type. There we go. Let's see. There we go. I have it on there. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today is business. It's because when I was going through trying to restructure my life, I tried to figure out what I could do with it. And so then I decided, there's got to be other people like me. So I joined a divorce support group. And the divorce support group was run by my good friend Katie. She did a wonderful job putting it together. I was one of the first people that was in the group, and it blossomed into a very nice, really a good group. And then she decided she no longer wanted to be in the group, and another friend of mine decided that she would help me, and we would start building the group because we felt that it helped us so much that there were other people out there that could benefit from what we've learned from the group. And so I'm going to close this just a little bit because I think we've got so much sunlight here, and my hair is so blonde that it's making me look like I'm a ghost. So we're going to learn how to do this as we go. There, that's a little bit better, I think, isn't it? And my hair is a little bit weirded out, but we'll go with it. So, but anyhow, the story goes is that what happened was is that my other friend decided she met a wonderful man. She's with him today, and she decided she no longer wanted to do the group. And I started thinking to my about it and thinking, can I do this? Could I run this group and create something that would be not only fun for me, but could also connect with other people to be able to get it out there and help others be able to move along in their path. And, sure enough, when I stopped letting the fear get in the way, I found that I could have a great time with this. So I came across this article in Forbes, and I wanted to be able to share that with you. So I'm going to go over some of the topics in it that it said. And one of the things I got from it is that to break the rules. I mean, so often we spend our lives in like a vacuum of rules. You got to do this, you got to do that, you got to go to college, you have to do this. And you know what? I think that education is important, but I think there's realms of education that are important. There's life school that we get that changes us. And so often the path that we start when we were younger, we end up changing that course. We embarking on something else, and we'll cover that a little bit later on. But so there's no rules. There's no rhyme or reason, no rules of what you need to do. But the whole thing is that you want to be able to start charting a course. And this is what they said in the article, and I thought that was very good. You want to be able to chart your own course. You want to be able to dig down deep within yourself to try to figure out what is it that you kind of enjoy doing. And so often, singles, when we go through divorce or relationship loss of any kind, whether it be a death or whatever, we are now on this path of upheaval that we have no idea what we're going to be doing. And so often we have to start charting that course for us. We have to start creating that path to be able to move forward. And so that is a very scary thing to do, and it's a very hard thing to do. And so what we want to do is we want to start digging deep within ourselves. We want to start making a list and allowing ourselves to be able to come up with some ideas that we think that would work for us. Do we need to start a business? And that was one thing that I started doing. I started thinking what I had was bigger than what I ever thought would be. And so why not go with it? Why not, dig deep and say to myself, I could develop a business here. And that would be something that would not only occupy my time, but give me such a sense of joy. And so I started this business not with the economics in mind, but with the view that I wanted to change people's lives. I wanted to help them create a path for themselves. And I wanted to help walk along. I wanted to stand right beside them, and walk right along with them in that path. And at the end of it, I wanted to be able to share in their glories and all what wonderful accomplishments they accomplished in their lives. And so what a great thing that I was able to be able to see for myself that I could do. And so what I'm going to ask for you to do is to look within yourself and try to determine what it is that you would like to do. One thing they had said here in the article, which I thought was very good, is that there is no right path that fits someone as unique as yourself. Bill Gates, Richard Branson, and Mark Zuckerberg, all people who started with dropping out of college. And then they were able to actually finish, achieving something so great in their lives. And so, college and education is important, but it's not the end all for you. So if you're young and you're looking at this, or you've taken a path for yourself and you didn't go to college, and now you're thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, what am I going to do now? Don't let fear set in the way. What you want to do is be able to start doing your groundwork, but trust your gut in what you do. Start understanding who you are and what's important to you. Steve Jobs once said, have the courage to follow your heart and your intuition. I mean, how great is that? Because so often, many businesses are built not purely because of economics or educational background. They're built simply because of the heart and the soul of the person that created it. They had an idea and they created a vision for them and they decided to go down that path. I cannot tell you in my life how many times people have poo-pooed me, and said what I'm trying to create is really ridiculous, that I shouldn't be doing that, and that being single, why should I be telling people that it's okay to be single? Ha! What silliness is that? Because it is okay to be single if that's what you choose to do. We have choices, and guess what? Your joy in your life is a choice. It's not a given for you. And so if you've decided that you're going to be okay with being single, guess what? It raises your vibration all over the place. It raises it with regards to business, with regards to your personal experiences, and with regards to building relationships. So who knows where it's going to take you? But you must be okay with where you're at. And I thought I'm single. And so I'm going to have to be able to be comfortable with it. I'm going to have to be able to acknowledge it and understand it and be okay with it. And so when I started understanding that about myself, I started realizing, you know what? I want to help other people do the same thing. So this way, you want to be able to do that within your own life, whatever job, whatever career, whatever you decide to do, whether it's a hobby or a joy or just something for temporary, just to get you through. You want to be able to make a decision. And so often as we go through some sort of relationship loss, or we are within the realms of being single, we're worried about the decisions that we make in life. And whenever I start to be so fearful of those type of decisions, I think back to my grandmother. And she used to tell me that U-turns were made for me. And I used to think it was funny, but what I realize now is that there's U-turns in life. There's a do-over. Nothing is set in stone. And so any decision that you make today, you can make another one. You can have your personal movement of choice, and you can decide to do something that you want to do. They said here in the article, no decision is ever wrong if you ultimately learn and grow from it. You can make the best decision you can with the information that you have, and then trust yourself to work it out and just go for it no matter what. I think that is so wise, because here's the thing, is a lot of times, and we're talking about that path that we take, that embarking that path that we go. So often we'll make a decision to do something, and then we realize later on down the road that, you know what, I want to do something else, or I can add this to what I'm doing. And so this is what I thought was really cool. I thought, you know what, it's really great to be able to say to myself, whatever decision I make, I can make another decision. I can be able to move forward in that. I can embrace the decision I make, and I can actually go forward in another way. I've known many people in business that has taken one particular path, and then they deviated and they added to it. And that path then it ended up being an awesome situation for them. It was a moneymaker for them. It gave them great joy. They've been able to pursue many, many things, some travel, different things like that. So the thing is be open to experiences around you. I mean, it's just so wonderful to be able to have that door open those windows, open that door, and let yourself breathe in to be able to figure out what it is that you want to do. So here we go. Here's another thing I thought. Have you ever heard of that woulda, shoulda, coulda? Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Well, there's many should-haves in life. We should have done this. We should have done that. If we have done that, we could have done this. Well, here's the thing. There is no right or wrong to what you're doing. And maybe today is the time that you're supposed to be doing it. That's what's so crazy about it. We look back on our life and we think to ourselves, oh, we could have done this, we could have done that, we should have done this, we should have done that. But timing is everything, and maybe that wasn't the time. Or maybe, just maybe, the time that you had within whatever that environment, whether it be a relationship or a job or something that you thought was really your end all, was simply a time period for you. It was a time that you needed to grow and be able to evolve into who you are today. And so I think we are constantly evolving. We are constantly moving and shifting into the wonderful human being that we are. And so as we continue to do that, we continue to grow and embrace and live our best life. And so that's what we want to do today. We want to be able to live our best life, and we want to create a life for ourselves. And business is one of them. So one thing that they did say, which really stands out to me in this article, was bravery. Bravery. So many times that four-letter word of fear gets in our way. It stops us from moving and shaking and going further in life. And so what I want you to do is break away from that. I want you to be brave and move forward into the life that you're supposed to be in. I want you to be able to hug yourself and say, you know what? I'm doing the best I can, and I'm going to do better tomorrow. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to do better tomorrow. I'm going to step out of that box. And my good friend Janet Tatum, you'll hear me say this over and over again. She said, shake it up, get out of the box and shake it up. If something is not working in your world, you must get out of the box and you must shake it up. You have to do something that you fear. You have to face those fears and move forward in those. You have to embrace those and be able to live your best life. And so this today, I wanted to share with you this particular article from Forbes because I thought that it was mind-blowing, because I thought, you know what? There are many people out there that are looking to move forward in their lives. They're looking to create a career for themselves. They're looking to be able to create a space that they can say is theirs. And you know what? You can do that. You can most certainly can do that. So now let me share with you what I'm doing. I have created the Going Solo Network. We are launching a brand new site, which I cannot tell you yet, but it's going to be awesome for those singles out there who want to move forward into embracing someone new in their lives. And so it's going to be a way of connecting with singles so that you can share the joy with others and that you can experience life. So you're not doing it by yourself. So you're doing it with other like-minded people just like you. So we're about ready to launch that. That's coming up very, very soon with Kit Smith and me, and we're going to have a great time doing it. Well, I know we've got others that are coming on board. We have all kinds of people that are coming forward with us on helping us do that. But the other thing is we are really booming with our little station of Going Solo Network. I mean, I couldn't believe what we have accomplished in just this very short time. And when I allowed myself to step out of the box and shake it up, when I stopped listening to people tell me that, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. When I started listening to people that would lift me up and let me spread my wings, the ones that said, you know what, don't listen to them. You got it. You can do this. Those are the people you want to listen to. Those are the people you want to connect with. So what we're doing today is we are embracing internet TV. We have now launched on an internet station, which has a wonderful platform, but it allows us to be able to broadcast our shows, all of our talk shows, 24/7. Oh my gosh, 24/7. So now we are doing video and we're doing internet, and we are out there streaming to you live 24/7, both on the radio and on the internet TV. So I am so excited about who would have thought a few years back, 9 years ago, that I would be doing this. I think a psychic told me that I was going to be doing this. That's what. And what is funny is I went to a psychic. I'll share this with you. We had a group of ladies together on our divorce support group, and we decided, you know what? Carla said, let's find out what our futures are going to be. And I remember I was so terrified going in there to Karen, and she shared with me, oh my goodness, you're going to be on TV. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. And you're going to do all of these things. But I thought, she's crazy. I mean, all my fear that I had, everything that I had in place, how could I possibly think about doing that? There's just no way. No way I could possibly think about doing that. Bam, here I am. And I have been on in our local community station. We had a little TV show there for a while. I have been on our local television station here in Tampa Bay. They highlighted my show on a radio station that I was on. So, I mean, who would have thought that this would have happened? But here, I had no idea what my path was going to be. So what I'm asking you today is step aside, step out of your way, and move forward in your life. That's what you got to do. So we are live streaming. This is a new platform for me, and you're gonna see me more here. We've got our shows on YouTube, and we have some wonderful shows on there. We have shows on divorce recovery, relationship recovery. We have shows about dating, inspirational shows. We have business shows, people that are in business helping each other, and it's all for singles. So we have business shows. We have a show that's going to be coming up for pets. We were doing it on the radio, and now we're going to be branching that out and going into the animals and doing some videos and sharing some fun things with you. So that's going to be a bit wacky. So you guys are going to have to just bear with me on that. But I'm not going to worry about the glitz and the glams of what we do. I'm not going to worry whether this works or that works. What I'm going to worry about is the content getting out to you. And I hope that you enjoy it as much as I do. We're going to start this brand new show, Going Solo Veterans. And it's for the veterans and it's for their families, because so often, I wanted to do this a long time ago. So often our young people go to service and they leave their families at home. And they're struggling. They're going solo. And so I wanted to be able to embrace that. Also, I wanted to also embrace the soldiers that are out there that are going solo. And so often on the internet, they can pick up these shows and they can listen to them. So I would like to be able to have a show that maybe they can listen to or their families can listen to, and then we can maybe put it together. So I am open. If anybody out there's got a suggestion about it, come to me. I am open to learning whatever we can do to be able to embrace our veterans here and our active soldiers that are in the service. So just let me know. We're very, very open with being able to do that. So I would love for you to come forward. Of course, you know, we have our wonderful authors, Meet the Author. We love that particular segment, and so we're going to be bringing that more to video so that you know about some of these great books that are coming out there. I'd like to share with you a good friend of mine. He wrote a wonderful book on medicine addiction, and it's called Cartwheels in the Parking Lot. Dave Pergo, and he wrote this wonderful book, and it's a story of his own personal experience. It's an experience. I'd love to have him on again to talk about it. But it's an experience where he was suffering so terribly with pain on his back, and he started taking prescription medication and became addicted to it. And it was very, very difficult what he had to do and how he had to be able to get through that. But here's the thing, is he's sharing that with other people. And he's been able to connect with them so that they understand that not only he understands what they've been through, but he also knows that there are other choices out there that maybe you could possibly do. Or if you need to take prescription medicine, give you a heads up on what you need to do so you don't become addicted to them. So I mean, kudos to him, because you know what? This is what our Going Solo Network is about. We have with us, you know, with the divorce, we started with the divorce recovery, relationship loss. We started there in the small wee hours of can't sleep at night, and to be able to move forward. And so that is what I wanted to be able to bring with you. And also we're going to start something new, which I thought would be kind of fun, our health segment and our beauty segment, where we can give you tips on it, you know, be able to help you get healthy in life, because man, we want you to live longer. So that's what it's all about. We are open to doing any new shows. If you've got a show you want to bring forward, an old podcast you want to dust off and have us air it, we'd be happy to do that on WGSN-DB Going Solo Network Radio. We'll bring it forward with you. We hope to be able to broadcast both here on the live internet TV on YouTube, and also with our wonderful station. We are being picked up by some other stations around, and we want to thank you so much for embracing us and doing all that you're doing. So this is Cece. I'm so excited to be with you. You're going to see me a lot more, and I hope you guys will join us on chat. I'm not sure if I put it in here properly, but I'm learning as I go, so we will get there. So I want to give you my information so that you can contact me if you want to listen to the radio station, which is live streaming. You can do that in your car. It's very easy to do. You're like, nobody calls me until I'm on the air, and so that is. I'm just going to turn this right off. But you can listen to us on the car. In the car, it's just at www.WGSN-DB.com. That is the our station. You can bring it up on the internet. It's got everything there for you. You can click on it if you want to go to the live TV station. You can click on it if you want to listen to the radio. We would love for you to listen to us all the time because that's why we have the great shows. You can email me at goingsolonetwork@gmail.com. It's goingsolonetwork@gmail.com. And I would be happy to take any questions that you have or any responses that you have, anything that you want to talk about. I'd love to be able to do that with you. Our job is to connect with you. And I hope that I'm doing that. I hope I'm doing it in a really great way. And so we love you. We know that you are struggling and we're struggling right here with you, but we want to do it together. And that's what makes it a little bit more fun, isn't it? We all have that path we have to walk down. So we might as well walk it together. Well, listen, I got to go because my time's up. I love you guys, and I hope that you will see us right here tonight. We're going to be live again tonight. Bruce Starr on the Love Coach Show. He's going to be here at 9 o'clock, and we're going to be on Facebook Live with the Boy and Girl Thing at 8 o'clock. So I hope you will join us with a wonderful guest, Marcy Walsh. She's going to be with us, and we're going to learn a great deal from her. So you will see us there at 8 o'clock, 8 to 8:45 on Facebook Live, and then you will see us right here on YouTube. So our station is WGSN-DB, Going Solo Network. And don't forget, that's where you heard it from. Talk to you later. Bye for now.